Hi everybody and welcome back to a new video. It's been 6 weeks in my 90 days to get profitable challenge, and so far, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, doesn't feel like a whole lot has changed. Still not profitable, still making severe mistakes in my trading day in and day out. Yeah, but in my experience in the last, 12 months where I've been taking trading seriously, is that it's always like that. You always feel like you're taking 3 steps forward and 2 steps back, and that's just how it is. You got to keep improving 1% each and every day, and then after a couple of months you can look back and decide that have I improved or have I not. Anyways, so it's Friday morning. As you can see, it's super foggy. We're currently on vacation, taking my dog out for a walk in the beautiful German countryside. And fall is in full swing right now. Yeah, because it's Friday morning, I haven't taken a trade today yet, but I will later. I usually trade the New York session, so yeah, that's roughly that's afternoon in my time. So, to come back to how this week has been so far, you could say that I broke some rules, that I fucked up again. But I think that given the breakthrough that I've had yesterday, I think it's not as bad as it looks. So anyway, let's get into the details and the nitty-gritty. Monday was shit. I did adhere to my rules. That was good, but all of my trades were losers. I'd say that I had 2 accounts left that I would YOLO, and I YOLO'd one of them, made it all back, and then I YOLO'd the other one and lost it. So I think on Tuesday morning I was back down to 3 accounts, 2 of them with 400 in drawdown. The other one was at break even. Yeah, and then on Tuesday like I said in the previous video, 20 days or 20 trades without breaking any rules. Got back to trade 1 because I broke everything. I started off with 2 losers, and then I went on complete tilt mode. I think in total I took 6 or 7 trades per account. All of them were losers. And I ended the day at my daily loss limit of 1,000 and something. 50% in drawdown. To be honest, that really sucked because I was so confident in my ability to stick to my rules, and the ability to actually make a difference in my trading. But yeah, I don't know. I couldn't stick to them. I fucked up. Yeah. So. Anyways, on Wednesday, I said to myself, hold up. I know that there, for some prop firms, there's the possibility to, enforce even stricter rules than the prop firm usually does for its traders. I know that with TopStax, you can set custom max contract sizes. You can set custom DLLs, so daily loss limits, or weekly loss limits or whatnot. And I figured, I just want to take 1 trade per account per day. I want to risk 200, a little bit over 200 with slippage and commission and fees and all that. So I figured, there must be a possibility to set a daily loss limit of $250 for my accounts. I had no idea. I know that with NinjaTrader, with their lives, if you have a live funded account, not like a funded account, but if you have a live account with NinjaTrader that you fund with your own money, I know that there's risk parameters that you can set, but I had no idea whether, with my prop firm, the Trading Pit, there was any kind of possibility to do that. I asked ChatGPT and told me that depending on your connection, so whether you're, using Rhythmic or Tradeovate, there is the possibility to set daily risk limits or risk settings. And I found the setting actually. So right now, after, breaking all my rules and losing more accounts than I can count, right now, I think it's time for me to, take matters into someone else's hands and, set daily loss limits that I actually adhere to, and that'll force me to quit trading when my bias was wrong or when my setups were wrong. So yeah, so that's what I did. Right now, I'm down to 1 account. That account is, I think, 500 in drawdown, so it's risky right now. Now with the new settings and with only risking 250, so only doing like one trade. Yeah, we'll see how that works going into next week and going into this afternoon when New York opens. So if I'm not sure in the setup, either I'll not take it or I'll take it with half the size so that I get like 2 trades per day. But you know, that's gonna be the way it is from now on. And I think I still have 24 days left in the challenge, so roughly 3 weeks. Concerning strategy and setups, I know that you shouldn't, you know, hop strategies all the time, but thing is, you know, I can't trade the same setup every day because my life and my work hours are so different day to day. You know, there's people who are like, yeah, it's just easy, you know, I always trade New York Open, I mark out the highs and lows and all the orb and everything, you know, all those strategies that rely on the same set of rules and criteria every day. Yeah, for me that's not feasible because, you know, I know that some days I might be able to trade at 3, some days I might be able to only trade at 10 p.m. Anyways, that'll be it for this video. I hope you guys have an awesome weekend, and I'll see you guys in the next week.